Word alert, adjective, meaning able to think quickly. Usage, the alert listener will have noticed the error.
Word alert, it's a verb meaning to warn. Usage, neighbors quickly alerted the emergency services.
Word extinguisher, noun, meaning a metal container with water or chemicals inside for putting out small fire. Usage, the fire extinguisher was used to stop the fire.
Word extinguish, it's a verb meaning to make a fire stop burning. Usage, they tried to extinguish the flames.
Word train is a noun, a railroad engine pulling a number of coaches. Usage, the trains in India are generally overcrowded.
Word trained, it's a verb meaning to teach a person the skills for a particular job or activity. Usage, you can train your mind to think positively.
Thank you. The next is structures for practice.
What is the best way to go there? What is the best way to learn it? What is the best way to become a good orator? What is the best way to influence him? What is the best way to treat obesity? As you watch their cotton-like sail across the sky, you might wonder what it feels like to fly through one in a hot air balloon or fall through one with a parachute. Despite all the endless variety of shapes, all clouds are made of the same ingredients, water droplets and ice crystals. They are so tiny that they float like dust. Cloud droplets are smaller than particles of cloud. It would take 4 of them to cover the width of a human hair.
Questions for comprehension. Question number 1. Whose cotton-like sail is described here? The answer is cloud is a cotton-like sail is described here. Question number 2. What ingredients are the cloud made of? Clouds are made up of water droplets and ice crystals. Question number 3. How small are the water droplets present in the cloud? The water droplets present in the cloud are smaller than the particles of the fluid. Question number 4. Why do clouds float? Clouds float because they are so tiny, like a dust particle. Question number 5. Do clouds have any specific size or shape? Answer is the clouds are of endless variety of shape. Now for structure practice next.
Good morning everyone. Now from card number 88, structure for practice. What a charming girl she is. What a lovely garden it is. What a fool you are. What a good idea he has. What a terrible noise they are playing. What a beautiful music they are playing. What a beautiful company it is. What a large nose he has.
Good morning everybody, I am here with card number 88. Thematic vocabulary to be used in sentences using correct pronunciation. The words are determination, strength of mind, purpose, pace, assistance, help, support, aid, hard work, diligent, industrious, laborious, appeal, struggle, performative. Out of these words, Honorable Simanga would be giving the usage of determination, hard work, help, and struggle, and purpose.
Thank you, sir. Now, the words could be used in sentences as first word, purpose. The purpose of this workshop is to develop English speaking skills in teachers. Second word, determination. A lot of determination is required in achieving your goal. Third word, help. Teachers are always ready to help their students. Fourth word, hard work. Hard work is a golden key to success. And the last is struggle. Life without struggle is meaningless. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gopalija, for presenting your card reading in a very proper way. You have tried to incorporate in it all the intonation, the wherever it is required, stress also was there, and especially exclamatory sentences were read out in a very nice way. Now may I invite the other group? I think it is
There are some better for practice. The first word is that worry. Worry as a verb, the meaning of that to keep thinking about unpleasant things that might happen or about problems that you have. And the uses of that, he is always worrying about his weight. And the second word, worry. Worry that is used as a noun, the meaning of that, the state of worrying about something. The uses of that, a heart attack can be brought on by stress and worry. And the third word, worrisome, that is used as an adjective. The meaning of that makes you worry, and the uses of that, this is a worrisome problem. And the next, haste, that is used as a noun, speed in doing something, especially because you do not have enough time. And the uses of that, the letter had clearly been written in haste. And the second, hastily, that is used as an adverb. Then the meaning of that, very quickly, because you are in a hurry, especially when it has bad result. And the uses of that, she has changed the subject. And the next, hasten, that is used as a verb. It means to say or do something without delay. And the uses of that, she saw his phone and hastened to explain. And the next word that is used as a verb, the meaning of that, to give all your attention to something and not think about anything else. And the uses of that, I can't concentrate with all that noise
Nourish.
going on.
And the sentence is, nourish your brain with positive thoughts. Next word, ma'am.
Nourishment, it's a noun. The sentence is, children need nourishment for their proper growth.
Next word, require. It's a verb. We require good vocabulary for sentence formation.
Next word is requirement. It's a noun. There is a requirement of a language lab in our school.
Next word, embarrass. It's a verb. We should not embarrass others for their weaknesses.
Word embarrassment. It's a noun. Scolding the students is an embarrassment for them.
Next word, encourage. It's a verb. The sentence is, encourage the students with positive remarks.
Next word encouragement. It's a noun. Encouragement is the source of motivation.
Next word is, discourage. It's a verb. The sentence is, discourage the social evils of the society.
Next word discouragement. It's a noun. Discouragement of negative thoughts is good for health.
Chirrup like birds,
Grunt like camels,
moo like cows,
bray like donkey,
quack like ducks,
frog like frogs,
roar like lions.
neigh like horses.
Yoga is a physical, mental and spiritual practice or discipline which originated in India. Among the most well-known types of yoga are Hatha Yoga and Raja Yoga. The origins of yoga have been speculated to date back to pre-Vedic Indian traditions. It was most likely developed around the 5th and 6th centuries BC in ancient India's ascetic and Sarmana movements. Many studies have tried to determine the effectiveness of yoga as a complementary intervention for cancer, schizophrenia, asthma and heart disease. Yoga came to the attention of an educated Western public in the mid-19th century along with other topics of Indian philosophy. In the context of this budding interest, it has drawn support from world leaders such as Barack Obama, who stated, yoga has become a universal language of spiritual exercise in the United States, crossing many lines of religion and culture. Every day, millions of people practice yoga to improve their health and overall well-being. That's why we are encouraging everyone to
He
yoga
was a
every
famous
day.
teacher and became one of the most respected scholars and statesmen of India. He took birth in the poor family. He was very good in the academic area and taught philosophy in universities of Andhra, Mysore and Calcutta. He also became a professor at Oxford. Because of his good academic career, he became a chancellor at Delhi University and vice chancellor at Benares Hindu University. He rose to become the president of India. He wrote many books to popularize Indian traditions as well as to emphasize the establishment of casteless and classless society. He was a great philosopher. Some of his famous books are The Philosophy of Upanishads, East and West, Some Reflections, Eastern Religions and Western Thought. On his birth anniversary, 5th of September, Teachers' Day is celebrated to pay him tribute.
Now some questions for comprehension.
When and where was Dr. Radhakrishnan born?
Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was born on 5th September 1888 at Tiruthalani, currently Tamil Nadu, India.
Now second question. Why is he known as a great scholar?
He is known as a great scholar because he was good in the academic area and taught philosophy in University of Andhra, Mysore and Calcutta.
Now third question. What are some famous books written by him?
He wrote many books to popularize Indian tradition as well as to emphasize the establishment of the classless society. Some of the famous books are The Philosophy of Upanishads, East and West, Some Reflections, Eastern Reason and Western Thoughts.
Question number 4. What were the different positions held by him?
Because of his good academic career, he became the Chancellor at Delhi University and Vice Chancellor at Benares Hindu University. He rose to become the President of India.
Question number 5. Why do we celebrate Teachers' Day?
We celebrate Teachers' Day on his birth anniversary, 5th September, just to pay tribute to him.
Jane could not find her passport. Usually, she was very careful about putting things away. However, her passport was definitely not in its proper place. The last time she had been overseas had been 3 years ago, and she had not looked for it since. She and 2 other students in her course had been fortunate enough to win a scholarship to study English in London, and the university had asked them for their passports so that the child had handed in their documents right away. Jane had put off doing so.
Yesterday she had been told that her documents must be at the university office by the end of the week or her study trip would be cancelled off. She kept hoping that the passport would turn up, but so far it remained missing. Finally, she decided to talk the matter over with her mother. Jane was greatly relieved when her mother said, "Remember, you left your passport behind you week after your last holiday in case you lost it." Now the questions for confidence.
Where was Jane's passport?
The answer is Jane's passport was with her mother.
Next question. Who had won the scholarship to study English in London?
Jane and 2 others had won the scholarship to study English in London.
What did the university ask them to submit?
The university asked them to submit their passport.
What would have happened if she had not submitted the documents to the university?
Had she not submitted the documents to the university, her study trip would be cancelled off.
The last question. Whom did Jane ask about the passport finally?
Finally, Jane asked about her passport from her mother.
First of all is the emphasis that is noun and the meaning of this one, special importance that is given to. The emphasis is very much on learning the spoken language. The second one is the emphasize, that is verb, to give special importance. The speech emphasizes the importance of attracting industry. Next one is the society, that is used here as a noun. People in general living together in communities. And the sentences, they carried out research into the roles of man and women in today's society. Social, as an executive, connected to society. Social events and trade days are arranged for all the staff. And the revenue part will be done by
very interested in something that you are not paying attention to anything else. Accomplished in, accurate in, correct in, effective in, efficient in, diligent in, enveloped in, fertile in, honest in, interested in. Accused of, to say that somebody has done something wrong. Afraid of, apprehensive of, apprised of, accused of, aware of, cautious of, certain of, characteristic of, sure of, name of, wary of, worthy of, tolerant of, wary of, sick of, beware of, to warn about any coming danger. Speak of, complain of, die of, disapprove of, dispose of, divest of, dream of, heal of, taste of.
The structure for practice. I have sent present to most of my family. They offered the job to Peter. They awarded the first prize to Christina. The prisoner wrote a long letter to the minister. They gave quite a lot of publicity to President's speech. He reads his poems to anyone who will listen. The management has made a new offer to the workers.
We are going to practice here vocabulary for practice. The first word is foment, meaning instigate or stir up. Usage, they accused him of fomenting political unrest.
Good morning everyone. I am Sanovar Agar, primary teacher from KV2 OC Vishajanam Group. The next word is deployed. Move troops into position for military action. Forces were deployed at strategic locations.
Next word, standoff. It's a noun, meaning a deadlock between the two equally matched opponents in a dispute or a conflict. Usage, Europe has shown that it is possible to live with a nuclear standoff.
Deployment, it's a noun, meaning bring into effective action. Usage, small states can often deploy resources more freely. A soldier could be part of a deployment to the Middle East.
Next word, aftermath. It's a noun, meaning the consequences or after effects of a significant unpleasant event. Usage, food prices soared in the aftermath of the drought.
Articles, uses and practice. Article, the. Uses, the street, the sun, the moon, the world, the sky, the sea, the country. And practice, what is the name of the street? The sun is shining. Do you live in a town or in a country? Next, uses of article the police, the army, the top, the end, the left. My father is in the army. Write your name at the top of the page. The uses for article the piano, the radio. Ram is learning to play the piano. He is listening to the radio.
Now we have article A. Let me introduce myself. I am Pramod Kumar from KV Unnao, Lucknow region. The article A, usages: a boy, a car, a helicopter, a university, a big elephant, a unit. The practice can be: this is a boy, he is a university employee, he is studying in a university. Then we have article an, usages: an elephant, an itchy sweater, an ugly duck, an apple, an hour, an honor.
Presenting here structure. It is stand that he believed that like that. It is likely that there will be rain this afternoon. It is possible that he does not understand Hindi. It is doubtful whether he will be able to come. It is a pity that you didn't try harder, that you escaped the accident. It is fortunate who could have taken my hope. It is a mystery who is going to win the show.
Playing tennis. How you finished talking? I could not help laughing. You should practice speaking English whenever you can. He grudged having to pay such high taxes. How could he avoid playing so much? She resented being spied on when she was sunbathing in the garden. To pursue him took something. It won't stand being handled roughly. I can't stand traveling in the rush hours. Please stop talking. I shall never forget hearing Maria Callas sing in the park of Madame Butterfly. I remember going to convent garden to hear her. Try cleaning it with petrol.
Sir, do you have a work from Bhopal to Delhi? Can you just check the date? Sir, ma'am, which of the any. But it should be confirmed.
Second AC is almost reserved. There is only one. Only you are the luckiest one.
Yes,
There is no anyone in
that's why I'm going to workshop also.
Yeah.
I'm going to Delhi, you know. Sir, please check my serious like third AC. Confirm, ma'am.
Yeah, it is confirmed. Okay.
Return delivery? Yes, ma'am, return delivery. So after 5 days. When date is on, I have to check. Date is on 5th August.
Yes, your fare is 1200.
1200.
I have to pick the form.
Keep the change.
Change.
Ma'am, please, ma'am, it should be confirmed. But some columns of the air filter. Please. If you put the rest of the days.
Okay, the rest of the things I will fill. Give me the money.
I've already given them. I forgot I did. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Happy journey.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
What a reservation officer. And the card number is 53. I am here to read about vocabulary for practice. First one is scholar. It is a noun. Meaning of scholar is a person who knows a lot about a particular subject, and the uses are like Dr. Radhakrishnan was one of the most distinguished scholars. Scholastic, it's an adjective connected with school and education. The uses: the student is judged at the scholastic areas by the teacher. Second word is academic, it's an adjective. Academic means connected with education, especially studying in school or colleges. In sentence, it will be used as: in KVS new academic year starts from 1st of April. Academy, it's a noun, and the meaning is a school or college for special training. Can be used as: the Royal Academy of Music produces good scholars of music. Famous, it's an adjective, and meaning is known to many people or can be popular or well known. The use can be: Nainital is famous for its splendid climate. Next one is fame, it's a noun, and the meaning of fame is the state of being known and talk about
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
150. Say wow. Wow. 150. Okay, so come on, let's have 10. After a long time.
Smita ma'am, principal sir is calling you.
Me? Yeah, I'm finished. Yeah, I think this camera.
Visible is not available. Yes, absolutely. How was your workshop? Not good, it was wonderful. I received wonderful feedback from Seat Qualia. The DC sir has really just gave a ring and said that it was wonderful during the whole session.
Thank you so much, sir. It's all
And
because
you
of your
stole the
blessings.
show by your presentation. Your particular, he was mentioning about your performance during that railway ticket counter conversation. It was one of the things that.
Oh, really, sir? It has reached you. Oh my God, amazing. Sir, thank you,
Wonderful,
sir. It's
wonderful.
all because of your blessings, sir.
Not blessings. Blessings go a long way because day after tomorrow you are. And good work is more work in KBS. You know, you are the only one. You are the torch bearer. I am proud of you. You can always do it.
Sir, what did you say?
Yes, because it's a wonderful news for you that you are selected for KBS headquarters once again workshop. Great people don't complain about the work. You have the potential, you have the capacity. I'm proud of you and please book your ticket. Hardly any time. Please don't deny. I promise that it will turn out to be a golden future for you. New avenues will be open for all of you. Definitely utilize this chance. Next time, I will be happy.
and that is gender sensitization stereotypes. So we need to understand the gender stereotypes and what could be the repercussions, what should be the solutions or the remedial steps that a teacher or a counselor should take initiative of and assist the child to lead to a better life.
NDTV 24/7 welcomes you. I am Manish Trivedi and my co-anchor Smita take you around the world and giving you some information about Japan. Japan is called the land of rising sun. There are many sea storms and earthquakes in Japan. That is why the Japanese make their house of woods and paper. The floors of these houses are covered with mats. Japanese eat rice and fish. They are fond of flowers. Japan has made great progress in electronics and automobiles. They make television sets, music systems, cameras, cars of good quality. Japan is one of the most prosperous countries in the world. Japanese are very polite, clever and brave people. They have made a lot of progress after the Second World War.
What do Japanese eat?